Hola chicos, que aquí estamos de nuevo. He grindeado un poquito, por si miráis arriba a la derecha, he aumentado un poco el nivel. Espera, haciendo un poco de cooperativo, ¿vale? Para que os ubiquéis, estamos aquí donde estaba ese troll de piedra llamando a esa puerta. Aquí arriba y atrás está la niña que me dio la caja de música, que dijo que buscaba a su madre y que le diera la caja de música por si acaso se cruzan con su padre, porque a veces se olvida quién es. Y vale, creo que vamos a ir a por nuestro primer jefe. Eh, y aquí vemos un PNJ, así que vamos a invocarle. Como habéis visto, nos ha costado un punto de conocimiento arriba a la derecha. Y el PNJ que estamos llevando se llama Padre Gascoigne, que si recuerdo bien, Violan Gascoigne es el padre de la hija. ¿Hace algo si toco la caja? Ah, parece que no. ¿Y no quieres ir con tu hija?
My mum wears ep6. Oh, and yes she is.
Bueno, pues nada. Hola tú. Creo que la has matado. Como ves, ya he despejado todo esto. Bueno, la mayoría. Para llegar a donde estábamos. Joder, este tío es enorme. Pedazo de hacha. Está muerto, chato. Relájate. Joder, ahí tanqueando como un jefe, ¿no? Venga. Padre Gascoigne. Es un poco alto. Vamos allá. Hola. La bestia clérigo. Ajá. Cómo mola la música. Espero que lo podáis oír. Si no, ponerlo en YouTube. The Cleric Beast. Ahí Gascoigne tanqueando como un boss. Dale ahí, fucker. Y ahí. ¡Ey! Estaba a punto de decir, bueno, no es tan duro. Bueno, está a la mitad. Si es el típico jefe de From, va a tener su fase 2 en breve. No, Gascoigne, no. Bicho, a por mí, déjala Gascoigne. Que es mi amigo. Bueno, que... ¡Uy! Au. Hostias, lo que te quedaba, Gascoigne. Lo hemos logrado, chato. Sword Hunter Badge. Joder, estamos empapados. Uf, brutal. Bueno, primer jefe acabado. Ay, qué tensión. Y he conseguido un montón de conocimiento. Barra locura. Joder, cuánta sangre. Yeah. Bueno, no ha sido un jefe tan difícil. Realmente la cagué varias veces y aún así se puede recuperar la mayoría de la salud contraatacándole. Hola, ¿dices algo nuevo?
Welcome. What is it?
No.
Did you speak with Gehrman? He was a hunter long, long ago,
Ah,
but now serves only to advise them. He is obscure, unseen in the dreaming world. Still, he
¿soy yo
stays
muy
here,
bajito o algo?
in this dream. Such is his
Sí.
purpose. Ah, the little ones, inhabitants of the dream. They find hunters like yourself, worship and serve them. Speak words they do not. But
Ah, te
still,
refieres a...
aren't
Vale.
they sweet? Farewell, good. May you find.
Oh, cosas nuevas. Esto puede ser útil. Venga, me quedo con esto. Vale, eso es para volver al último sitio donde he ido. Hunter Chief. Una llave. Vale, eso también. Cleric Hammer. Ajá. Pistola repetidora. Bueno, vamos a empezar con la llave. Sí. Y luego compraremos ese arma. La Cleric Hammer. Y equipemos esta linterna de mano. ¡Qué fancy! ¿German? ¿Andabas por aquí? ¿German? ¿German? Ok. Bueno, eso no se lo ha pedido German. Pues guay. ¿Tengo suficiente para
Well
subir de nivel?
completed. Very well. Let
Sí, justo. Pues más vida.
farewell, may.
Uy, espera. ¿Cuánta fuerza haría falta para la Hammer? Y 16-10, vale. Pues sí que tengo que ir subiendo destreza y fuerza. Si quiero usar más cosas. Bueno, pues... Primer jefe acabado. ¿Sabes? Vamos a aprovechar y leer un poco de todo lo que hemos conseguido. Porque si en los juegos de From, la media de la historia se consigue leyendo las cosas. Cocktail Molotov. Explodes in raging flames when thrown against an object, one of the oldest hunter tools available in the workshop. Since the tragedy that struck Old Ionum, fire has become a staple in beast hunts, and it is thought to cleanse impurity. Certain types of beasts have an abnormal fear of fire. Oil urn. When this urn hits its mark, the target is drenched in oil and made extremely flammable. Fire is commonplace on the hunt, and oil urns accentuate its effects. Sometimes when hunters burn beasts, they appear intoxicated by the euphoria of purification. Imagino que si combino el aceite con el molotov. Pungent blood cocktail. Mature blood cocktail that releases a pungent odor when thrown that attracts bloodthirsty beasts. A precious tool in sadly short supply. In Yarnum, they produce more blood than alcohol, as the former is more intoxicating. Pebble. Small pebbles found throughout Yarnum can be thrown at foes. Quite thrilling. Está en forma de un ojo. Shining coins. Various coins that are particularly luminous. There are very few uses for spare change during the hunt, but these will serve as guides through the darkness, or one could save them until morning, if it ever comes. Small portable lantern. This hunting accessory provides light while leaving both hands free to hold weapons. The torch, however, provides a stronger source of light. Vale. Cold blood dew. Droplet of cold blood containing blood echoes. Used to gain blood echoes. Hunters sustained by the dream gain strength from blood echoes. They imbue the blood with thoughts of reverence, indeed gratitude, for their victims. Vermin, vale. Ayudé a alguien cooperativo, me salió una de estas. Creo que no debería tener una de estas más todavía, así que lo leeré más tarde. Beckoning Bell. Great old bell discovered in the underground labyrinth. Its ring resonates across worlds, and the first hunter used it as a special signal to call hunters from other worlds to cross the gap and cooperate. A human must use insight to ring this uncanny bell, but the benefits of cross-world cooperation are many. Small resonant bell. Small bell discovered in the old underground labyrinth. Its ring resonates across worlds, and the first hunter used it as a special signal to call hunters from other worlds to cross the gap and cooperate. This bell resonates with its counterpart, the beckoning bell, ring to help hunters in other worlds. Silencing blank. Hunters are linked by the resonance of bells with special encoded timbers. This inaudible burst disrupts such resonance. Fire to end cooperation and prevent further cooperation. Firing this does not disrupt the resonance of a sinister bell. Hunter's Mark. Symbol of a hunter. Dangling upside-down rune etched in one's mind. By focusing one's thoughts on this rune, a hunter loses all blood echoes, but awakens afresh, as if all were just a bad dream. Notebook. Messengers are inhabitants of the dream who revere the brave hunters, use them to send messages to other worlds. Leave notes with messengers, read the notes left to messengers in other worlds, and rate notes to reach out to hunters across planes of existence. Vale. Bloodstone shard, a solid shard that forms in cold blood. After death, some substances crystallize, but most simply harden and form bloodstones. At the workshop, these bloodstones are embedded into weapons to fortify them. Hunter Chief Emblem, a cloth emblem that belonged to the captain of the church hunters long ago. Opens the main gate that leads to the round plaza of the great cathedral. The main gate is shut tight on nights of the hunt, and could only be opened from the other side with this emblem. In other words, the captain's return and this emblem determined the end of the hunt. Sword Hunter Badge, one of the badges crafted by the Healing Church. The silver sword is a symbol of a church hunter. Ludwig was the first of many Healing Church hunters to come, many of whom were clerics. As it was, clerics transformed into the most hideous beasts. Old Hunter Bell. Esto es lo que usé para invocar a Gascoigne. One of the resonating bells that cross the gaps of worlds. This bell is cracked and stained with the blood of beasts. A human must expend insight to ring this uncanny bell. The old hunters, who have long passed from the dream but cannot forget the feeling of the hunt, rely upon messengers to relay their thoughts. Ring the bell at their side, and they are certain to give a listen, for the night of the hunt is long and unchanging. Threaded cane, one of the many trick weapons of the workshop, commonly used by hunters on their duties. Sufficiently deadly as a rigid bladed cane, but also serves as a whip when its blade is split into many. Concealing the weapon inside the cane and flogging the beast with the whip is partly an act of ceremony, an attempt to demonstrate to oneself that the bloodlust of the hunt will never encroach upon the soul. En efecto, es algo que es más elegante que práctico. Hunter pistol. Pistol made at the workshop for hunters stalking beasts. Hunter firearms are specifically crafted to employ quicksilver bullets, fused with the wielder's own blood, boosting damage against beasts. The pistol is a quicker draw than the blunderbuss, allowing the speedier response to attacks. A common torch formed by wrapping a pine resin drenched cloth around the end of a long stick. Hunters choose torches not only because the hunt leads them to the darkest nooks, but also because certain creatures they encounter are possessed of a deathly fear of flame. Yharnam Garb. Ludwig, the first hunter of the Healing Church, once recruited Yharnamites to serve as hunters. This hunter's attire was made for new recruits and has excellent straightforward defense. This is not nearly enough, though, to allow an ordinary man to stand any real chance against the beasts. Foreign garb. Not typical clothing for Yharnam, perhaps it is of foreign origin. It is said, after all, that the traveler comes to Yharnam from afar. Without memory, who will ever know? Así que no tengo recuerdos antes de despertarme en el hospital. Who had worn upon the awakening to the nightmare of blood and beasts? Perhaps its wearer had to stay out of sight and travel by cover of darkness. Without memory, who will ever know? Bandage worn upon the awakening of the nightmare of blood, terribly worn and unsanitary. A faint memory recalls blood ministration, involving the transfusion of unknown blood. Bueno, y eso es todo por ahora. Muchas gracias por acompañarme en el viaje, como siempre, amigos. Hasta pronto.